Hello, everyone. My name is Cyberpunk worth playing or revisiting, whether you're playing for the first time or coming back to it again right now in 2025. I would say yes, definitely, 100% without even a thought. This is probably one of my favorite games. I've played a lot of games in my life, and I don't know what it is, but I mean, you probably know what I mean. That I'm sure everybody has games that they have, everybody has games that they've played throughout their life, and there's certain ones that stand out. I mean, like, to name a few, for instance, Fallout 3 is one of them. You know, it's a game that I'll always remember. The Last of Us, it really stood out to me. There's others I could go through, not a bunch, but a few. And but the Cyberpunk 2077 has become, a big time favorite of mine. I love the story. Personally, I thought the story was the main story. Not short, but I wish it could have been a little bit longer. But I mean, it's not like it's incredibly short or nothing like that. Nothing like that. And but there's tons of side content. I mean, you have the police contracts, you have the gigs, and then you have side missions, and there's tons of all of those. I mean, like, I guess you could say I've took my time in the game so far. Now look, I have completed all the main missions in Act 2. Now all that's left to do is meet up with Hanako, as you probably see there. Meet Hanako at Emperor's. And that's like the point of no return. He'll tell you that, of course. But like, there you go. Let me save. I'll show you exactly how much I have. I have 104 hours and 23 minutes in the Cyberpunk right now. Long playthrough for sure, but like, and I have done lots of side missions. But let me show you what's left. Okay, here's a map. Now look. Now, this one is just for cyber psychos and police contracts. Now look. I mean, there's just a ton. These are just police contracts, or the crimes that you go, usually just fight people and so on. Usually that's what you do and find the evidence after. And then the cyber psychos, which it's a cyber psycho, and they're always pretty tough, good fight, And then this one right here, hold on, this will pull up just pretty much everything. Now, gigs, side missions, and so on. For some reason, this one doesn't show all the police contracts. You saw just in the other thing. And see what I mean? So, and that's a ton of side content right there. So, let's see. Yeah, but I just wanted to show you that. So I'm 104 hours, what did I say, 104 hours and so many minutes in.
What's our move?
Look, Johnny just appeared. That's pretty cool. But yeah, 104 hours. And I've wondered, but I don't know how long it would take to complete all the side missions that are left there. I have no idea how long. I might try to do them all. I have never. There's old Johnny. I've never actually completed all the side content, like every little mission. I've never done it. Done a lot of them, but not all of them. I've never completed all the gigs. Excuse me. or all the police contracts, Cyber Psychos. I may have done the Cyber Psychos, all of them. But, I just love this game. I love the graphics. I love the vibes of the game. The lore. I mean, if you go into the database part, you could read for hours and hours, just non-stop information about different people and about the city, districts, corporations, and it's endless, literally. Well, not endless, but it's a lot to take in, and I know this game didn't get the best start at first, but what it has become with the updates and everything that have been added to it, and the DLC, which is Phantom Liberty, it's amazing, simply put. Now, whether or not could it have been more, or did they give us what they said, I'm not going to get into all that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get into all that just because I don't want to debate it. I like it for what it is. Could it be better? Sorry if you can hear those sounds. It's the game here. Anyway, could have been better? Well, yeah, I mean, anything could be better, right? Just about anything could be better. Nothing's perfect. Now, this is something I wanted to show you. This is not part of, should you play it or not. But over here, I just want to show you why I'm here. Over here in this big area is where they grow all the food, the greenhouses. It's where you and Jack actually run in, you hide in that garage in the first part of the game, actually. It's right here. That's where you drive your car into and stop, and that's when you team up and everything. Anyway, this building here, if you go in here, there is a secret game that you can play. Here it is. Arasaka Tower. Plays Johnny Silverhand. It's pretty cool, actually. I'll show you the beginning of it. And I've never actually beat it all the way through, but if you beat it all the way through, there's some kind of secret something that you get. I can't tell you because I don't know. I'm sure you can look it up. See? That's Johnny's gun. It's kind of like the old Wolfenstein games, is what it reminds me of, how it looks. It's exactly what they were going for. See? That's what it's like. Anyway, I'm not going to play it all just because that's not what the video's about, but I just wanted to show you that, so if you've never seen it, that's where it's at. And that's all. There's only one of these. Like the other games that you can play in the game. They're located here and there throughout the world, but that is the only one of its kind in this game. Anyway, but I don't know if I've covered everything, but yes, this game is most definitely worth it. It is a beautiful game. It is a game that will pull you in. I mean, if you like it, you get to where you just get that bug and it just, bites you. The bug bites you from this game and really hooks you. You'll be in it for a while. All this time, here I am still coming back to play it so long. As a matter of fact, after I beat this, probably not right after that, but not too long after I beat this, I have a few other games I want to beat, but after that, I'm probably going to come back and play as female V, which is a totally different experience from the male V. See, for me, my favorite romance partner that you have in the game is Panam, and you have to be male V for that. But I will say this might be wild to some people, but to me, I prefer female V. I like her voice better. And simply put, honestly, I would just rather look at a pretty woman than a guy. You know what I mean? If I'm going to play, I play long playthroughs when I play, as you see. And I'd just rather look at it pretty simply, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of drive around and show you a little bit of the world. Now, I know you probably maybe you wanted to see Night City. I can drive back there real quick. I decided it doesn't hurt to show you a little bit of all of what it has to offer. So this is the Badlands, out where all the greenhouses are. That's what I just finished driving through here. And I'm going to hop back on the highway here. But yes, I know I keep saying it, but I couldn't recommend this game more. It is excellent, and I get so lost in it sometimes just playing it because you get so into the world itself. Not, I have lots of games that I like, but I love this game. It's very rare for me to say I love this game. And like I said, I just get dragged into it. I can play for hours and hours and just lose myself in it, which is kind of a nice thing. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. You're doing something that you really like to get lost in a game world. There's sometimes where it's really handy to be able to do such thing. And I have lots of games I like, but they don't, draw me in that much like this game does. And it's amazing that after all these years that it's been out, that it's still different. It's amazing. There's Dogtown, or some of the buildings that you'd see while being in Dogtown. But if you haven't played it, I would highly suggest it. The game is perfect now. Listen, any game can have an occasional glitch happen, but for the most part, this game, they fixed everything in it. And I would highly recommend it. It's one you won't regret, and a game that you will not forget for a long time to come. I have to say that if I'm alive 20 years from now, I can still see myself occasionally coming back and playing this game. I think that statement pretty much wraps it up. That's just very few games I could say that about, and this is one of them for sure. Here I am coming up on Night City. I'm not going to make a long video here. I'm at almost 13 minutes right now. I'm not going to make this super long, but I just want to give you a brief look at it. Now, I'm sure there's very few gamers out there who haven't seen at least a little something right about Cyberpunk. But still, check. And look at the advertisements. The Cola, the Cracks, which you do meet them eventually in the game. There's Mega Tower 4, Arasaka Towers. This is the Oro district, which is every district has its own games and all. Let's see where to go. Let's take this off. I think it's at a really, really impressive level. There's so much to grab your attention. The advertisements, just the world itself. I mean, maybe I'm different, but like when I see this kind of futuristic world, it just kind of pulls me in. And this is really not the most colorful side of things. If you want to see color, you want to go right over here to Japantown, which probably has the most neon lights out of the whole city. But to be honest, I like the Badlands too. There's a calming, peaceful feel to the Badlands. And sometimes when you've been in the city for a while, it's kind of nice. Even if I'm not even doing a mission, it's nice just to drive out there. Look at this Mega Tower. Stay really tall. Look at it. Kind of looks like an ale. Oh, and the graphics. Another thing to touch on, the graphics are excellent. I mean, I'm running this at, 4K. I'm running it at 4K. The game's excellent. There's multiple apartments you can own. There used to be just one that you start with, but you can have, let's see, I'm going to say four other apartments that you can own in the game. And then, I don't know how many cars, 30, 40 different cars, there's probably more than that. If there's one thing, there's only that lag right there. That's just when it auto-saves. Sometimes if you see a lag like that, that's just when the game's auto-saving. I don't know why it does that. Occasionally it does. The DLC is worth it. It's really good. It could be a standalone game by itself, honestly. And then, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I would highly recommend this, and I hope that if you haven't played it, or if you have started playing it, or just thinking about it, I think you should. I don't think you'll regret it. But I would recommend taking your time. Don't rush through the game. I mean, do what you like to do, but I really do believe if you rush through this game, you're not going to get the whole experience that is Cyberpunk. You're going to miss out, in my opinion. But whatever you prefer to do, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching the video, and if you like the content I make, please subscribe. Get a like. I'll be honest, I don't like asking people to subscribe. My channel is so new, and, well, I just like, I'd like to see it grow a little bit. So I like making content about games. It's something that I've always I put a lot of passion into my games. I really love it. So, anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you and your family are really good. Thank you. Bye.